Nothing says mental health crisis quite like a sad adult man riding in a tiny monster truck. As you can see, I haven't been doing too well. I've been so depressed I haven't been able to finish the movie about how depressed I am. And it's been a long time now, considering I shot this footage in July, and it's late January. But in the summer, I had noticed a pattern in my previous videos where I could tell I was going downhill from the fact that I was buying tiny cars, which I realized I did because I no longer felt I could be funny. So I let the car do all the comedic heavy lifting, 3 times in a row. It was my way of putting on a mask, of trying to be funny so people don't realize you can't even make yourself laugh. So you get to ignore all the destruction your mind is causing you, and you won't have to do the hard work of pushing yourself out of bed and accepting that you were trying to fix your problems by making them a lot worse. That without realizing it, you were digging your own grave, to the point it became a real emergency. So you couldn't just easily go back to your normal routine of doing things like staging a tiny car demolition derby in a random parking lot. For some reason, easy things are now hard. And every day feels like it feels when you show up at Chick-fil-A only to realize it's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. And the thrill you get when you hear the noise of the crowd just isn't there right now. I never stopped wanting to make videos, I just stopped being able to do it. And I still forced myself to buy those first 2 cars, even if it was a really bumpy road, and I knew at some point the bumps in the road would cause me to go past my tipping point, and that eventually I would just sit in front of a blank page and decide nothing I had to say was worth saying. Then, because I couldn't do stuff, I'd feel bad about not doing stuff, which ensured I definitely wouldn't be doing stuff, which made me feel more bad about stuff. And now I feel the baddest I've felt in a while, and like I'll never really beat this. I'm at the point where I tell every psychiatrist, look, I've been around the block. I mean, I did electroshock therapy, which implies a certain amount of desperation considering the main side effect is that I don't remember filming any of this footage. All I ever wanted to do was make movies and entertain people. And now I'm 32, living at home, and my mom's driving me to the hospital 3 times a week so they can put me under general anesthesia and induce seizures in my brain. No one can say I'm not trying very hard to not die. And I'm a real tank for hanging in there, for forcing myself to go to appointments and do a pale imitation of the things I used to do. There's nothing stopping me from doing those things again but me. I just don't feel the splash when I hit the water right now, and that makes it hard to give a shit, which makes it very, very hard to get back on the right track. I'd like to not be stuck in Connecticut, but how am I gonna get out when I'm too sad to even move? And if I do manage to get out, how will I stop myself from feeling so alone when I'm surrounded by opportunity? How can I remind myself that there will always be a part of me that wants to take a tiny monster truck to the big city? And that's really cool. And maybe all I need to do is stop thinking about the bad stuff and make the damn video already. It doesn't even need to be good, just make it. 'Cause doing it will make you feel happy and proud, even if you get nothing in return. Even if nobody watches you get a massive bruise. Like the poet Ringo Starr once said, it don't come easy. And to be honest, I don't think I'll ever achieve the traditional definition of success, or even be reimbursed for the cost of all these tiny cars. But if I can continue making what I think is good shit, maybe I can be amusing to some people.
Yo, good shit, man.
And maybe I can start being amusing to myself again. Because I'm not lazy or ugly or untalented. I've just got a lot of problems. And I know that while I project a shitload of negativity, deep down, I'm an optimist to the core. No matter how frustrating it can get. Like when a pushy Israeli woman disrupts my shoot so her kid can go in it. Or when after 2 days of trying, you still can't get it to float on water skis so you can tow it from the back of a boat. The world hasn't ended yet. And you still like pizza. And while objectively there's no meaning to life, that doesn't mean you can't pretend there is. You just need to savor the brief moments where you don't think all your thoughts are bad and everyone hates you. And then maybe they won't be so brief anymore. It sucks that you have to deal with this, but you're you. And you can't just easily return yourself to the store. And I guess if I had to admit it, I wouldn't rather be anyone else. Clinical depression and all.
Bad to the bone. Pretty awesome. Yeah, he's doing it. He's using his core!
Okay, we do that, but do it the other way around.
What are you... Oh my. I don't know what that means.
Huh.
Oh, so he'll turn